Hello and welcome to the Super Casuals. My name is Auronado, and this is Path of Exile. It's been some time since I played this one. There was a major content update since. I don't think the content update is going to have much of an effect on my low-level character, but let's dive right back into the story and have some fun. Time to talk to Nessa for our reward from the previous quest.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Mervale. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know. Still, you've delivered this coast from the terrors that long held sway here. We may now find some respite, and that's more than any of us could have hoped for. But please, consider this. What have you become when even nightmares fear you?
Seems Bestel has something to say. What does he want?
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That singing squid didn't stand a chance. Knew it from the first time I saw those sharp peepers of yours. My pirates notwithstanding, I thank you on behalf of all the fallen brethren of the waves. Now that the final cadence has been played, no one need remember Mervale's song.
And what about Tarkley?
Damn me. I didn't think it possible. All these souls Mervale and her brood have consumed over the years. You've done right by those that are dead, and by those who still might live.
What does he have to say about the blocked road?
Why would piety go and cut us off from the interior? Well, thankfully, I don't have it in me to know what that witch thinks. But I reckon you'll work it out, once you've lowered Chevron's barricade for us, of course. Stay sharp out there.
Alright. Let's move on. Here we are in the Southern Forest to begin Act 2. Let's start exploring. Got myself a new skill. Good for dual wielding. It's called Lacerate. Put a life drain ability on top of that too.
My spirit is spent.
Seems to cost me a lot of mana. Lacerate's great for hitting people farther away, but Cleave hits way harder per strike. Act 2 is full of little monkeys. Still not much of a threat. It is only Act 2 after all. Things will start getting pretty nasty. Starting around middle of Act 3, if I remember right. More tribal dudes. One good cleave and they all go down. Moving onward to the forest encampment. The forest encampment is the little town for this area. In much the same way that, whatchamacallit, Lion Eye's Watch was the town in Act 1. Our first guy is Grust, or Grayust, however you pronounce it. He's got something to say.
I am Grust. I hunt boar, hunt to feed my people. If you are not a friend to us, you will need to run faster than boar.
Alright, Grust.
They fall from trees, try to swarm over you like fleas. Their chieftain, stand back when he beats his chest. Bark is worse than bite.
He doesn't have much to say. How about this Einhar fella?
That look in your eye, I recognize it. A survivor, just like Einar. That is my name, Exile, Einar. In my native tongue it means lone fighter. That is what Einar was for many years. But it is dangerous now to fight alone. Too dangerous, even for the mighty Einar. We are in the final days of this world, Exile. Of that, I am sure. We survivors must unite, prepare for the end, and delay its arrival as long as we can. For that, we will need supplies, weapons, shelter, food. The others here do not understand me the way you do. Meet me in the riverways, and Einar will explain what must be done.
Okay. We'll meet him in the riverway somewhere.
Best prepare.
There'll be time for that soon
survivor.
enough.
Next is Aramir.
I have seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. You seem different somehow. Different good, different bad, it's hard to tell at this stage. The name is Aramir, and for now you have the benefit of my doubt. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. The lords of Larceny, Oak, Creighton, and Alira, the self-appointed monarchs of the forest, Creighton in the east, Alira in the west, Oak in the north, and this village, this tribe, we pay their taxes. I would never venture to say that life in Wraeclast is easy, but with those three gone, well, living here might just become possible.
He has lots more to talk about, starting with the Asmeri.
The Asmiri, the culture that descended from the Asmirian mountains and founded the Eternal Empire so long ago. Not that these people have any understanding of their lineage. Their history, identity, all but destroyed in the Cataclysm. These Asmiri took in a disowned son of Oriath, fed me, healed me. To repay my debt, I've taken in the orphans of a dead empire.
Looking out for each other. What about Groost?
Groost is the strong right arm of this tribe. No man hunts better, and no man could do more to protect the ones he loves.
The blocked passage.
I've read about Chevron of Umbra and what she did to the warden at Axiom. You did well to end Brutus's sorry existence. But Chevron's barricade, that's sad news indeed. There is little enough freedom in Wraeclast as it is, but to be stranded on that dismal coast, I pity the exiles to come. Would I know how to lower the barricade? Afraid not. I was a bit distracted the last time I took the pass. Hungry goatmen to avoid on that side, Alira's thralls on this side.
And Dominus.
I embraced the patronage that High Templar Dominus offered my struggling museum. I took his favor and conducted his research into the thaumaturgical arts practiced within the Eternal Empire. I wish I'd known then what I know now. That I was pandering to the warped dreams of a madman.
Alright, on to our next
Fare
fella.
you well.
Yena, what does this one have to say?
I am Yena, keeper of the spirit. Are you a kind exile, like Aramir? He is good to us, helps us. You will stay and help us too, yes?
Maybe.
A beast hunts us in her dreams, a great white beast, tortured and maddened by bad men, a long time gone. She will come here one night to tear, crush, and eat. Her pain tells her to. Find the white beast and end her pain before she shares it with us.
Gotcha. What do you have to say about Aramir?
Aramir was a wise man in Oriath. He is our wise man now. Hear him. You will learn much. If you do not hear, you will likely die.
Groost.
Groost does what he thinks is right, and in Groost's dream, he is never wrong.
Blood Apes.
The forest children are ill. Once they drank from fruit, ate nuts and berries. Now they drink blood, eat brain and heart. This land is in a nightmare from which it cannot wake.
Moving on
Be well.
to Silk.
You and me, we are the same. We dream big. We find new places. We do not tell stories. Stories are told about us. I learn the words, the ways of Oriath. You listen to me, and not pigheads like Groost. then you will live to find more new places. The road, it runs east and west of here. To the west it passes the abandoned woman's camp, then turns south to the sea. But you say it is now blocked? I have seen a strange thing in the rock by that south pass, like one of Grust's carvings, but of stone. You should go look at it. What has been closed might be opened again.
Gotcha. What do you have to say about Aramir?
Many exiles come this way. Aramir is not like them, not like you. He is an old man with many stories. He teaches us words that you can understand. He teaches we as Miri to be strong, not in our arms and legs like Grust, strong in our heads.
And Yena.
I like Yena. She thinks bigger than this place. She knows there is more to life than hunting and growing morka. There is spirit.
Grust.
Grust is the big man in the tribe. All do what Grust says. But his spear goes limp when faced with the 8 legs.
And the great white beast.
Her fur, her skin, it reminds me of biting winter. I see her one night, follow her to a cave in the old fields to the east, listen to her howl at the stars. A sad, sad sound. Great white beast, she full of old pain.
Depressing. Here is Navali, our silver coin guy that we didn't bother with in the previous act, but we're going to start talking to him now.
Is it choice that carries you here, or is it fate? I see a need in you. A need to peer into your future. A need to follow the right path. But your future has already been cast, so open your mind and embrace it. Long ago, my people called me a Hatungo, a wise woman. Now they call me a revenant. But it is not my fate to return to the Mother of Death just yet. For now I stand with one foot in this world, and the other foot in the realm of the dead. I'm an inquirer of the living, and an interpreter of death. I sense you have questions. For a gift of silver, I will answer them. But you seek more than answers. Riches, power. These I can also provide, in a way. All you have to do is join me. Heed my words, but walk your path. The future is mine to tell, but yours to claim. It is time to fulfill your prophecy. And so your path leads you here, Exile. Be careful where you step, for as one foot leads the other, so too does each foot leave its mark. A trace of what was, a guide to what will be.
Okay, so long story short, during your travels you may pick up something called a silver coin, which you can then use to seek prophecy.
Powerful soldiers of a forgotten time, reunite and march once again.
And then you get these little prophecies. And when you're out in the world, you may be able to get extra monsters or extra bad guys or a special type of quest, what have you. Completing it gets you goodies. So somewhere out there, there's a group of 7 powerful undead, according to this one. Killing them will seal this prophecy and we'll get some goodies. I have more silver coins.
Welcome.
Let's seek out a couple more.
The rings that bind grow tighter, the plate thicker, the leather denser, all with a single touch.
So this one, if I use an armor scrap on an armor piece, the effect will be much bigger than usual. So let's take my chest piece. We'll use 1 armor scrap on it.
The rings that bind grow tighter, the plate thicker, the leather denser, all with a single touch.
And instead of getting a 1% upgrade, I got the full 20% out of a single item. Pretty spiffy.
Hello.
We'll seek one more.
A chest of goods hides many challenges, but one goes unseen, even to the wise.
There's a chance when I open one of those locked strong boxes that I'll get attacked by a very powerful creature. Anyway, what does
Let
Navali
me
have to
tell
say
your
about
future.
Wraeclast?
I traveled here through death's darkened halls, walking the paths of the remembered. I am but a memory of the woman I was. A memory treasured and sustained by the Mother of Death.
And Yama the White.
I awoke in the halls of death, with the life I once led little more than a dream half remembered. Yama the White, my furry companion, stood before me with the seeing stone he holds now. Both were given a hair of Hinekora's dark knowledge, but each serves a separate purpose. The seeing stone drags me deep into its core, where every instant into eternity is known all at once, like limitless rings on a tree trunk. Yama, like a torch in the mist, guides me back from the stone's infinite visions.
And the Karui gods.
Hinekora, my Mother of Death, is not the only god, Exile. The Karui are watched over by many. Namahu lends us fire, which illuminates the path. Tafor gives us the trees and birds that line the path, so that we may enjoy beauty and peace. Tokohama provides us with weapons and knowledge of war, which lets us walk the path safely. And in the final days of this world, Kitava, whose hunger knows no bounds, will take it all away.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Fate will find you.
So if you're confused, don't worry. I don't know what she's talking about either. We have the choice of going through the east exit or the west exit. I don't know which way is best, so let's just take the east one because we're standing right here and enter the old fields. I thank you for watching the Super Casuals. My name is Auronado. Remember, keep it casual. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more.